Good evening, fellow CAP members and honored guests. It's a pleasure to meet you in our first meeting in 2021-2022. This is the first meeting of CAT. As you know, CAT meets once in a month, which is the third Monday of every month. Though we have an education session, which is every first Monday, so it's a bonus. So that's our official meeting. And as an acting surgeon at arms, let me put the ground rules. Please make sure that the mics are off, so it will not distract the speakers. And put on the camera all the time. You are welcome, unless you want to move away, so put it off. When you want to speak or ask anything, you can have the raising hand if there is an official business session, or you can write in the chat while not the speakers are speaking. Let's read the mission of the Toastmasters Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members, can we do it together? In which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Thank you very much. And now I will wear the hat of the president. Good evening, fellow members, guests, and it's a pleasure for me to start our first meeting of the month with an amazing theme. I will not talk about the summer, as it will bring not joy this time for me, as this is the second year we are not traveling. I miss traveling. Hope next summer we can travel. But though we have that weather in Kuwait, it's okay, 50 degrees, 52, 55, it's fine, because we're not feeling it. We are blessed that we have an AC. We are blessed that we still have our work. We are blessed that we have the need, or the basic needs that anybody needs to live. If you look at other countries who are suffering from lots of things, you will understand what I mean. Thank God we are blessed in this country. May God bless this country and bless all the people living on it. And as Kuwait Advanced, we are responsible for being the role model for Toastmasters. And because of this, we have all the seniors of Toastmasters are in here. Though they are acting funny because it's sweet summer today by wearing different glasses. However, we are senior by our actions and by our supportive to the Toastmaster fraternity in Kuwait. So happy to be part of CAT. And now let's see how funny we can be when we are wearing our summer attire. Let's have fun, and let me introduce the Toastmaster of the day, who will take us in this journey for tonight. Our Toastmaster of the day is a good friend of mine. Yes, Alka. There's changes in the agenda? Okay, thank you, Alka. VP Education, is there changes in the agenda? I cannot hear you, Alka. You are muted.
DTM Ramkumar has not been able to make it. He's the Haq Master. So till he comes, I'll be the Haq Master. That's the only change.
Okay, so I need a motion from the floor to adopt the agenda by this minor change. By raising hand, Yusuf.
Yusuf Majid Naif. TTM Yusuf Majid Naif. Second, DTM Alkaz.
You have to move the motion. I move to adopt the agenda as per the changes mentioned by VP Education.
I, Yusuf Majid Naif, move to adopt the agenda as per the changes.
What happened?
Yes.
Thank you. I need a second.
Okay, everybody's frozen except for me. Yes, I'm
You raised
Toastmaster
your hand.
Grade. Yes, I second the motion that TM Yusuf Naif proposed to adopt the agenda.
So we have a minor changes in the agenda, which is the Hawk Master will be in the meanwhile DTM Alka, while Ram Kumar is in his work. It's been said by Yusuf and seconded by Hind. If there is no objection, I will count till 3 and adopt the agenda as is. 3, 2, 1. Hearing no objection, agenda is adopted. And now, let's start our journey for today and introduce the Toastmaster of the day. She's a good friend of mine and good friend of most of us. No, for all of us here. For all of us here. I thought there's somebody you're not friend with. She is a humorous speaker. She makes fun naturally without being tired to make fun. And this is their culture. Actually, from the place that she come from, they are humorous people, speakers and humorous people. And see how she's doing it? She started by diving in before introducing her. Help me welcome our Toastmaster of the day, DTM Dr. FATMA ABDO. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, our dear President DTM Wafa Salman. Let me just ask you for a very small favor. Because we have meetings online everywhere across the globe, so I learned something new, a new culture for me, that many people in meetings around the world, in Europe and USA and everywhere, instead of clapping like this, they clap like this. So let's make it different and we will clap like this. Agree? No clapping like this. We're going to clap like this. Just to make it more funny. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm so happy today to be the Toastmaster of the day in our first meeting of the year. And because we are in the summer season, and because I like that season very much, I will ask you a small question. Who doesn't like summer? I promise by the end of this meeting, you are gonna love this season. Don't say no, Arid. Otherwise, I will call you, you know.
No, call me for ice cream, then no worries.
Yes, this is what we are going to discuss during the meeting. So be with us till the end of this meeting, and I will start with a very nice quote by Oprah Winfrey. She said, "Summer has a flavor like no other." Yes, true. Always fresh and simmered in sunshine. There are many things that we can do in summer season. That's why I asked a question to all our role players. Who are our role players for tonight? Let me start with a very important person. That person is the timer. And the timer for tonight is none other than DTM Ola Rashid. When I asked DTM Ola Rashid, what is your favorite hobby or habit in summer season? She said, exercising, because I have time to exercise in summer. Please put your hands together and help me welcome DTM Ola Rashid to give us an idea about her role as a timer.
Ta-da! So good evening, everyone, cats and guests, if we have any. So as we have our summer, so whoever will come inside this room will say, who's this crazy wearing the sunglasses inside the room, but it's fine, no problem. This is what we are used to in Toastmasters. people call us crazy. So as a timer, there will be a timing for each segment. And whenever the segment will come, I will explain the timing. But in short, in each segment, you will have at the minimum time, you will see a green card. At the midway, you will see a yellow card. At the end of the time, you will have a red card, and you will have 30 seconds with grace period. So Toastmaster of the day and the other people who are responsible for the other segments will ask me to explain the time before we start the segment, and I will explain it for you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, our timer, Ditya Mala Rashid. Now let's move to another role player who is going to take notes of everything, and he will give me and give you more idea about his role. He is our general evaluator, and he is Area 26 Director. So please help me welcome Toastmaster and AD NELISH, who will be our general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM FATMA ABDO, for giving me opportunity of a general evaluator. And hello, all the holiday travelers. How are you? Today, I will be playing a role of a general evaluator. It is really quite different than our club, my home club. But just to give you a quick review of about this role is, I will be evaluating the evaluators. It is quite surprisingly. But yes, I have a very good team of speech evaluators, table topic evaluators, and the HARC master, which is something new for me also today. So all the team members, they will be evaluating the prepared speaker during the evaluation session, and I will be evaluating them on above of that. And if anything specifically which I observed during the whole meeting about any members, how they perform, how they spoken, I will be giving my feedback at the end of the evaluation session. So that's it from my side. Over back to DTM FATMA ABDO, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our Area 26 Director, Toastmaster NELISH. When I asked Toastmaster NELISH about his habit in summer, he said, swimming. Okay, now let's move to our next role player, the HARC Master. And this is especially only in Kuwait Advanced Toastmaster Club. Now, for the time being, it will be our Vice President Education, none other than DTM Alka Kumra.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Fatma. Since I'm a surprise role player, you did not ask me about summer, but let me tell you, in India at this point of time, the weather is very pleasant. Nice breezes flowing, and I'm wearing this so that I can play cricket outside. I've just come back after taking a nice walk outside. So today, as HARC Master, my role is to test my listening skills by listening to everything carefully, and also later on test everyone's listening skills by asking a few interesting questions when the general evaluator asks me to do so. So back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, DTM Alka, and enjoy the great season and summer in India. Now, we have another role player that is exclusive only in Kuwait Advanced Toastmaster Club. That is the Table Topics Evaluator. He was District 20 Director, and he is the immediate past President of Kuwait Advanced Toastmaster Club. Now, please help me welcome our Table Topics Evaluator, Dr. Muhammad Makhlouf.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Fatma ABDO, and fellow Toastmasters, dear guests. My role as the Table Topic Evaluator, as DTM Fatma said, it's exclusive only for Kuwait Advanced. Here we are trying to master the table topic. So my role is to evaluate the table topic master and the table topic participants. So take care, you will be evaluated. Back to you, DTM FATMA.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mohammed Makhlouf. And when I asked Dr. Mohammed Makhlouf, what is your habit or favorite habit in summer, he said, guess what? Guess what? Sleeping. Okay. Now to start with, as usual, we have some segments in any Toastmasters meeting. We will start now with the prepared speeches. This will be the first session, followed by the table topics session, and then we will have the general evaluation session, and then we will give remarks and end the meeting. So let's start the meeting. Are you ready? Yes, please keep your beverages next to you, your ice cream and everything next to you, and let's get started. The prepared speeches, we have two eminent speakers. The first speaker is Toastmaster Srinivas, and he will be evaluated by none other than DTM Sandy Stein. But let me introduce them first. Our evaluator for the first speaker, DTM Sandy Stein, when I asked her about her favorite habit in summer, she answered, again, swimming. This is one of the reasons why I like summer. She will be evaluating Toastmaster Srinivas. And Toastmaster Srinivas, what is your favorite habit in summer? Please, you say it yourself. Yeah, please.
I was about to text you that my favorite habit during summers is to stand naked under the shower. But then I said it would be too harsh. Replying to a lady, it would be too harsh. So I said, my favorite habit during summers is to eat watermelon for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so that I'm hydrated always.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Srinivas. And now please help me welcome his evaluator, just to read out the objectives of his speech, DTM Sandy Stein.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM FATMA ABDO. So, Toastmaster Srinivas is doing a project, first speech in his Manage Projects Successfully. And the purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing a plan, building a team, and fulfilling the plan with the help of his or her team. And the purpose of this first speech is for the member to give a short overview of the plan for his or her project. It is only a 2 to 3 minute report on the member's plan, and he should include an explanation of what the member intends to accomplish, information about his team that he has built, and it should be a well-organized informational speech. Toastmaster Srinivas, his title is WCP Speaking. I'm looking forward to your speech. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
What a very wonderful and catchy title of a speech. Thank you so much, DTM Sandy. And let's ask our timer for tonight about the timing rules for his speech.
Thank you so much, the Toastmaster of the Day. So the timing will be 5 to 7 minutes. So at the 5th minute, you will see the green card. At the 6th minute, you will see the yellow card. At the 7th minute, you will see the red card, and you will have 30 seconds of a grace period.
Thank you so much, DTM Alka. I can see that DTM Alka has raised her hand. Sorry.
Yeah. Srinivas, is your speech 2 to 3 minutes or 5 to 7?
It's 5 to 7 minutes.
As per the agenda, yes, 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, because in the evaluation sheet, it says 2 to 3. So you are more than welcome. Sorry.
Okay, so DTM Alka, you raised your hand. Is that about the timing?
No, that was by mistake. I lowered it already. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Srinivas, our first speaker, with a very warm welcome, please. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Srinivas.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, my fellow Toastmasters of Kuwait Advanced Toastmasters Club. Just to clarify, the 2 to 3 minute speech is actually an integral part of the plan. In the summer of 2019, to be very precise, in the month of August, me along with DTM Kejitan and DTM Murli were having a casual chat on the WhatsApp, conversing on the WhatsApp, and Murli came up with an idea as to, throwing up an idea, asking me, did you ever do your HPL? I said, no, I didn't do my HPL. There is an opportunity for you to do your HPL project. Will you be interested? I said, let me think about it and I'll come back to you. He said, no, there is no time to think about it. If you're ready, if you're willing, please let me know now so that we will plan it out. I said, okay, go ahead. That is the time when he came up with an idea of live streaming of the World Championship for Public Speaking in the year 2019, which was to be held on 24th of August 2019 in Denver, Colorado, USA. I got really interested in that project. The purpose of the project was actually to see that we have non-Toastmasters who would come to witness the live streaming, apart from the regular Toastmasters also who would much be awaiting to see the live streaming of the World Championship for Public Speaking so that they all get enthused. And more importantly, the purpose was to invite non-Toastmasters to be a part of the Toastmasters movement here in Kuwait. For this, I had a wonderful team chosen. 2 of them have also been my coordinators, namely DTM Kejitan Barreto and DTM Raymond Pereira. Apart from these 2, I had 2 other Toastmasters from ABDO Rankers Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster John Abraham and Toastmaster Shido Shaji. The roles that has been assigned to the coordinators, DTM Kejitan Barreto namely, has been given the task of setting up the whole equipment for the live streaming. For he's technically sound and he's more apt with the IT. Needless to say that he did a wonderful job of doing that. And Toastmaster DTM Raymond Pereira was given the task to promote this particular project among the Toastmasters community in Kuwait and also try to promote this outside the Toastmasters community of Kuwait in inviting members to come and witness the live streaming. Apart from which, he was also assigned the task to determine the venue and also to design the appreciation certificates that are to be given away towards the end of the meeting. Also, he did a wonderful job of all these aspects. The 2 other Toastmasters from ABDO Rankers were assigned the roles of Sergeant at Arms. One was assigned the role to make sure that he registers every guest who is invited or who walks in to witness the live streaming. And the other Toastmaster was assigned to make sure that the guests are comfortably seated in the room, in the hall, while it is being streamed, and also ensure that they all are comfortable with the refreshments being served from time to time. There was a budget earmarked for this. And of course, the club sponsor of ABDO Rankers happened to give me a total sum of about $500 US, equivalent to $500 US. And I had a budget of about 300 plus US for this event. Deliverables. We got more than 35 non-Toastmaster members to register, and later, where individual clubs happened to approach them. A handful of them also became Toastmasters later. The other deliverable was to witness the world champion of public speaking. And needless to say that it was one of the best speeches in the year 2019, what people have witnessed. Objectives attained, project completed, all right? This was something what we all aimed for as a team. Now I'll let you know what I really experienced by executing this project. Firstly, I experienced as to what it is to lead a group of people. Delegation of tasks, knowing the strengths and weaknesses of the team members, and also to be time bound. We had to do all this by 6 p.m. on 24th of August 2019. For the live streaming would go on the floor at around 9 p.m. It was a Saturday. For 9 p.m. in Kuwait would be the time where in Colorado during the day when this event is conducted. And until then, the gap of about 3 hours was well utilized, wherein I experienced to see one of the most accomplished Toastmasters, one of them is present online today in DTM Makloof, to have come and done table topics in a very innovative way. And we invited all the guests to attend the table topics. That in itself was an awesome experience for me to see the enthusiasm and the involvement of the guests and look forward for something which is exciting. Thus, we happened to accomplish the whole project with a very well-structured plan and the necessary stationery in place by the way of guest kits, which have been duly handed over to each guest, by the way of leaflets with a questionnaire, where many of the guests came back with their answers. And that helped us in earmarking the cross-section of people or those guests who had attended to be immediately contacted to become members in our club. So on the whole, my experience was that of something, great learning and enhancement of my leadership quality. And thus, the high performance leadership project was attained and accomplished by me. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so very much, Toastmaster Srinivas, for this wonderful speech. Please give us 1 minute of silence to give him constructive and positive feedback using the chat box. Our timer, please just notify me whenever the minute is up. Sorry?
Sorry to interrupt you, DTM Fatma. We'll do that during 360-degree evaluation.
Okay, so no need to write even in the chat box. Okay, yeah. Let's proceed to our next speaker. He is newly joined Kuwait Advanced Toastmasters Club, but he is a very energetic and very enthusiastic member. He is none other than Toastmaster Yusuf Naif. He will be evaluated by none other, one of the District 20 champions last year. And she is a great speaker, a great person, Toastmaster Hind Ubaid. But before that, I would like you to know, when I asked her, what is your favorite habit in summer? She said, to spend more time with the family. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Hind Ubaid to read out the objectives of Toastmasters Yusuf Naif's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Fatma, for this wonderful summer vibes. Thank you very much. So today I'm honored to be evaluating Toastmasters Yusuf's speech. His speech is in the path of effective coaching, level 2 path, project number 3. The objectives of his speech for tonight is to define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring and also to share some aspects of previous experience as a protege. The duration of his speech is from 5 to 7 minutes, And the title of his speech is The King of Ahs and Ums. The King of Ahs and Ums, Toastmasters Yusuf. Best of luck.
Thank you so
Back
much,
to you, Toastmaster.
Toastmaster and Obaid. No worries. Before I introduce him, I asked him the same question. What is your favorite habit in summer? He answered, to be honest, I never had one or even thought of one. I guess I really should start to take life easy and enjoy it more. And I would think about this question for my own self-care and emotional health. Wish you all the best. And the floor is yours, Toastmaster Yusuf Naif. But before that, I would like just to let you know that the timing will be 5 to 7 minutes. The floor is yours, Toastmaster Yusuf.
I used to think that all TED speakers in the world are angels sent from God to us. For one simple reason, they all don't use any filler words in their speeches. I was amazed by that. I had no idea how they did that in every single speech. But now I know their secrets, and I'm going to tell to you right this evening. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I'm going to give you a short story before I give you this secret that I discovered. This story happens in 2 breaks. There was a break up and a breakthrough that happened to me. And here's the story. Back in early 2021, the person who I loved the most in my life broke up with me. And to be honest, I was very careless and I deserved to be heartbroken at that time. And so, but at that time, I fell into a depression. For 3 or 4 weeks, I wasn't seeing anyone. I was only sleeping, waking up, eating, and sleeping. That's it. I didn't converse with anyone. I didn't go out into the sun for all this period of time. I was just depressed. Then one day, I said to myself, enough is enough. I have to do something in my life. So I got up from bed and I contacted someone who is now my life coach, Dr. Nawar al-Nasrallah. She understood my situation and she gave me some very good advice on how to get up from this muddy situation and improve my life. I took her advice extremely seriously. Since then, I lost 17 kilograms in 3 months and a half. I also started to care and love myself wholeheartedly without any self-doubt or less self-doubt than before. Also, I started or restarted my journey in Toastmasters with you guys again. I started to do speeches again. I started to take roles in meetings. However, there was something missing. I was still the king of ahs and ums, even after all this improvement. I was very frustrated with myself. However, I wanted to find a solution more than looking at the problem. At that time, I reached out to my mentor and my good friend, Miss Sandy Stein. She gave me a lot of very good advice. And one of her good advice that she said to me was to take pauses instead of saying ahs and ums. And I said to myself, okay, I'll do that. And I was determined to do it. At that time, by the way, I was doing a challenge, a video challenge, where I had to speak in front of a live camera or a live stream on Instagram for 77 days. And I'm still doing it right now. I'm in day number 52. So at that day, I was in day number 26. And I told myself, okay, 27, I'm going to talk about filler words and not say any filler words during the speech. And that's when the magic happened. In that speech, I didn't say any filler words. And then after saying the speech and recording it, I realized that I didn't say any filler words. It was indeed one of the biggest achievements that ever happened to me in my life, in Toastmasters especially. And until now, from the 2nd of July until today, I've been doing speeches without almost any filler words, and I'm enjoying every minute of it, thanks to God, thanks to Miss Sandy Stein, and thanks to also my determination to become a better speaker. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, my message to you is, I want you to love your TM journey as much as I do right now. I want you to care and enjoy it, to care about it and enjoy it as much as you can. It is a great opportunity for growth and achievement. As Miss Sandy would say to me, the more you give Toastmasters, the more it will give back to you. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow. What an inspirational speech. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yusuf. I wish you all the best in your future speeches, inshallah. Now, we are done with the first session, that is the prepared speeches. Before we move to the second session, I would like to ask our timer, are both speakers qualified?
Oh, hello, everyone. Yes, both of them are qualified.
Thank you so much, DTM Ala Rashid. The second session will be conducted with the immediate past, this Area 26 Director, Toastmaster Mirin Moy. And when I asked him about the same question, what is your favorite habit in summer? He said, traveling to hill stations and at home watching TV and enjoying ice cream with the family. What a nice habit. Please help me welcome our immediate past, Area 26 Director, Toastmaster Mirin Moy Roy.
Good evening, all. Thank you. First of all, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for your nice introduction. And good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our AD, Toastmaster NELISH. So today now we are reached to the most exciting segment of the meeting, table topic. So I keep some of the quotes. Can you give me the access of the share, the PowerPoint host? Can I have the access?
Moderator, please allow Toastmaster Mrinmoy
to
share his screen.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, it is disabled.
DTM Wafa.
Yes, just a minute. I'm giving him a host.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I got it. So, first of all, there are some of the topics are there. You have to choose one topics and you reach to that. I keep all the quotes. You have to talk about 1 to 2 minutes, as you know. So who's the first speaker? Yeah, Yusuf. So what number you wants to go?
I would like number 7, please.
Okay, right. Number 7. Yes. Number 7, it's telling you cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. Galileo Galilei. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. Over to Toastmaster Yusuf Naik.
Table Topics Masters, Toastmaster of the day and fellow Toastmasters, hello. I agree, and I totally agree with this quote. I totally agree with it, because teach a man how to fish and you can teach him how to eat by himself. So without getting the food from someone else, so we always have this opportunity to learn about ourselves, to learn how to do things ourselves without the help of maybe our parents, maybe our spouses or our partners in life. It's always the best thing to do is to do that, which is to take this opportunity to do your best by yourself without any help of someone else. So that's my advice to you. Thank you very much. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naif. Very nicely explained. Yes. Just now you finish your speech, prepared speech. The way you, the as much as time you invest to the Toastmaster will provide that benefit to you. Thank you for you. So who will be the next speaker?
I raised my hand.
Okay, Aris. So what will be your number? What number you want to go?
Yusuf took 7.
Yes.
9.
9. Let's see 9. What? Yes. Changes will not come if we wait for some other person or some other times. We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Barack Obama. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other times. We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Over to DTM Arij.
Good evening, everyone. I wish you all can open your cameras because I want to ask you a very serious question here. How many times you all change your bed sheets? Or someone changed it for you? Don't tell me daily, every week, Yusuf. No?
In a year or in a month or in a week, what you are asking.
Okay,
year,
month.
In a
I
week.
think Dr. Makhlouf changed it every 2 seconds, maybe.
Once a month.
I have, and I think that most of you right now knows that I am I'm not germophobia freak or whatever. I just hate specific things to be around me. So the bed sheets, I want to change it every 2 days. Is that too much? Like
Maybe.
my mom always fight with me about that. Not because she don't want me to change it or something, but because she is the one who's responsible of the laundry and cleaning these clothes. I just take it, throw it, and that's it. But what happened with me before 3 weeks that I did surgery in my finger and I was not able to do anything of those. So every day I am in a big fight with my mom because she refused to change it. And from 3 weeks, we changed it only once. I am suffering here and no one understands me. But the main point of all of this, if you want to do something and change something, even if it was the bed sheet, go do that. But if it's not necessary to be changed, then why not keep it? Enjoy your life the way it is, because this is your only chance to live. We will not live 2 times, right? So enjoy, change your bed sheets, and be happy. Back to you.
Thank you, DTM Aris. What a humorous speech it was actually. So nice. As because yes, there regarding that, I want to say that one thing. There was a person, you that is famous quote by he. He was telling, "Don't wait for the change. Sometimes you bring the change." Do you know and he was speaking to everybody. Can anyone guess to whom he was actually telling? He was the bus conductor. He tell all the passenger, don't wait for the change, sometimes bring the change. So 7 and 9 have been finished. Who is our next speaker?
I raised my hand.
Yes, DTM Alka, our VP Education. What would be the number you like to choose?
Give me 6.
6. Okay, let's go move to 6. Our life is made by the death of others. Leonardo da Vinci. Our life is made by the death of others. Leonardo da Vinci, the famous painter. Quote. Over to DTM Alka.
When I first saw the topic, I was taken aback. And I thought it's going to be a very grim kind of a topic. But then I realized how, after we lost so many friends and relatives in COVID, the latest pandemic that has hit the world, we have changed our lifestyles. I think most of us have changed our lifestyles. We have brought exercise into our daily lives. We have brought good diet into our lives. Why? We all want to build our immunity, because that is what COVID has taught us. Whoever has better immunity will be the one who will survive. So, just for the survival, we have changed our lives. So, here we are making our lives when we see others dying. How we can save ourselves, how we can improve our lives, and how we can bring a change in our lifestyles so that we continue to make our lives better, make our next generation's lives better, be an example for the next generation so that they have better immunity too, and they are at least saved from pandemics like COVID. So we are building our lives based on death of others. When we see them dying, we see how we can save this earth, we can save this humanity from that kind of sadness and depression that we have all gone through during the last 1.5 years. So I would say, yes, death teaches us how to live. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you. What a nice speech. Yes, the life has been changed a lot after pre-COVID and post-COVID. That is obvious. We have changes. You are nicely explained that it was not like that 2 years before. So we have finished number 7, 9, and 6. Now our AD, he has raised the hand.
Yeah,
What
so I
number
will take 12.
12, right?
12 number, yeah. Let's try.
Okay, let's move to 12. Number 12 is life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. Vivian Green, author. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It is about learning how to dance in the rain. Over to our AD, Toastmaster NELISH.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. My friends, as you can see the today's theme, so wonderful it is, right? So there is a summer outside and we are celebrating summer online, right? And then Toastmaster of the day is asking so many questions to each members before preparing for this particular meeting about their hobbies. Why she is doing that? Because she wants to ensure that this particular meeting will be more exciting, more full of funs, right? And why we need fun in our life? Because that's what we are living for. If you have a stress, if you're waiting for something that, okay, somebody will greet me, somebody will make me please, then when it will happen? It will never happen. It will only happen when you start involving yourself in that particular fun. When you start, preparing for that. If someone approach you, you give a proper feedback. You get involved. You enjoy with that. Make friends. So many things like what Toastmaster of the day is doing today. She's ensuring that we all make a friend. This particular evening will be nothing but a rain of fun, so that everybody, when they go for sleep and just revise their whole day, they will only think about this meeting, because this meeting has secured a very important place in our memory, right or not? So it's not about waiting for something that, okay, some occasion or some event will happen. Always get involved yourself more and more, that so that you can enjoy that particular event and you will make it as a memorable event for yourself. That's it from my side. Back to Table Topic Master. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, very nicely explained. If we wait for the perfect time, it will never appear. We have to just enjoy what is present scenario is there. Who will be the next speaker? Yeah, DTM Sandy.
Sure. Number 3, please.
Number 3, let's move to number 3. If you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. I repeat, if you want to shine like a sun, first burn like a sun. By Dr. APG Abdul Kalam, ex-president of India. Over to DTM Sandy.
Let the sun shine in, the sun shine in. This is perfect for our theme for the summer, and we're overwhelmed with the sunshine at this point in time in Kuwait. But honestly, if you think about this quote, you as a person can be the light that shows other people the way. But in order for you to have that light, you must first have the light within you. And I believe this is what the quote is talking about. Toastmaster Yusuf's speech today was very inspiring, and I've been in connection with Yusuf since he was a student at AUK with me, and a long time ago. So to see him move and improve himself, it's an amazing feeling for me as a mentor. And that he is inspired by me is also a fabulous feeling. I always hope that my light will be able to shine and show others the way. And in order to do that, I work really hard on myself and putting myself and my betterment at the top of my list. Because when I am, for example, taking the time to do my prayers, doing the things that regenerate my energy, spending time with my children, learning new information about psychology or whatever it is, it allows the sun to burn brightly within me. And that is the light that I can help to shine to others. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, DTM Sandy. Yes, if we want to sign, then we have to burn. We need to put the effort, then we'll get the result. Exactly, very correctly you have explained. Will be the next.
Excuse me, dear TM Mirin Mori.
Yes.
Our timing for the table
Okay.
topics is already done.
Time is up. It was nice sessions. We have. I hope everybody enjoy. With this, I would like to hand it over the podium back to our Toastmaster of the day, DTM FATMA. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our Table Topics Master, immediate past Area 26 Director Toastmaster Mirin Moy, for this wonderful and very exciting topics for the participants. Now let's move. Before that, I would like to ask the timer, are all speakers qualified?
Yes, all the speakers, they are qualified.
Because they are overqualified speakers. Thank you so much, our timer. And now let's proceed to the third segment that is very crucial and very important in Kuwait Advanced Toastmasters Club. That is evaluation. Who will conduct that session? He is currently the Area 26 Director and immediate past President of South Kuwait Toastmasters Club. Associated with Toastmaster International since February 2017, and he held different positions. He took up the role of the President, VP Education, Secretary, and the Treasurer in his club. He was a humorous contest winner for Division G in 2020. By profession, he is the Senior Reliability Engineer at a Kuwait petrochemical company in Kuwait. His hobbies are reading books and watching documentaries on nature and science. Of course, now you know who is the General Evaluator. Please put your hands together and help me welcome our General Evaluator, Toastmaster NELISH.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening once again, my fellow Toastmasters. So, as you know that I am an engineer, and I don't know how engineer can be a humorous, but somehow I tried myself to become a humorous person in Toastmaster. I never tried that in my life before, but yes, life is always a learning experience. So it will give you some opportunity to try. So that's why I tried it. So now today, since I am a general evaluator, so it's a very important task. Before going into our proceedings, I request our timer to just briefly explain the timing rules for the evaluation session so that I can take up further.
Sure. Thank you so much, Toastmaster NELISH. Regarding the timing for the evaluation, each evaluator will have 2 to 3 minutes to evaluate the speaker in 30 seconds. And based on that, at 2, you will see the green. At 2 and 30, you will see the yellow. At 3, you will see the red. And then you will have 30 seconds for grace period. After that, there will be a 360 evaluation. Like after each evaluator, there will be a 360 evaluation. It will be a 5 minutes. So at 4, I will show you the green. At 4:30, I will show you the yellow. And at 5, you will see the red, and there is no grace period. Thank you so much.
Thank you, DTM Ola. So let's move ahead. So today, my first speech evaluator is DTM Sandy's team. She is going to evaluate the speech for Toastmaster Pri Srinivas Chelapati. So I request DTM Sandy to present her report.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster NELISH. It's Stein, by the way. It looks weird, I know, but it's Stein. Okay, so just for your information, for my speaker, Toastmaster Srinivas, I have to say that I was really impressed by your speech, mashallah. You conducted an extremely well organized story about what you did for your HPL. And you started off with the idea that you and Merle came up with. And then you went through all of the details about how you planned it and implemented it and finished it up in the end with what you learned from that experience. You covered all of the objectives. You were very, very clear in your speech. And that is something in particular that I want to commend you on, because about a year ago, maybe even less, your enunciation was not that clear. And you have worked hard on it, and it really shows, mashallah. I really want to commend you on that. Excellent job. Now, what can I suggest for you to improve on? A couple of things. First of all, I'd like to see, since you were standing, I wanted to see more movement back and forth. Okay, you have a small stage, I know, but still you can get some body movement in there. The other thing that I wanted to see from you was a little more facial expressions and audience interaction. Perhaps some rhetorical questions, perhaps, you know, anything that's going to connect a little bit more with the audience. You could have started off by saying, did you ever think of an idea and then wonder, maybe it's too big that I can't achieve it? Well, that's what happened to me. Something like that, right? Anything that can give you, your audience, you know, to get them thinking about this, that would really have brought them into it nicely. And other than that, quite honestly, mashallah, you kept such a conversational tone. Your confidence is fantastic, very well structured, and you obviously learned a lot in the experience, and which is exactly what an HPL is supposed to do. I mean, you're supposed to, it's a learning experience that helps you to grow as a leader, and just hats off to you for doing a fantastic job with your HPL, which I enjoyed, and also with the speech today. Thank you. And now we are opening up to 360 evaluation. Does anybody, okay, Elka? Go ahead, DTM Elka.
No, I just appreciated your evaluation.
You're not supposed to evaluate me.
that was a clap.
Oh, okay. All right. Does anyone have anything that you would like to add to the evaluation? That's what a 360 evaluation is about. Come on, guys. There's no way I covered everything. Come on.
Hind is making the hand. Hind has raised the hand.
Yes, yes. Toastmaster Srinivas, you presented a wonderful speech. I'll just touch upon the technical aspect, because at some points the voice wasn't clear. So maybe you would check the sound, the mic before giving a speech, because at some points it was difficult, which will affect the absorbing of the message itself. But other than that, you did a wonderful job. Back to you,
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Anybody else? Yusuf.
Yes, thank you, Miss Sandy. Mr. Srini, I felt that there was a very small thing that happened to me when I was listening to your speech. which was that I felt zoned out in a sense, because there was very little voice modulation, so that made me wasn't listening very well to your speech. So I zoned out, and then I went back to it when it was almost over. So that's my only comment, but it was a very well rehearsed speech, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf. So more voice modulation, good. Anybody else?
I would like to add to Toastmaster Srinivas. I really like your speech. It was very well drafted and delivered. But there was few observations because this was HPL project, and then you're talking about the plan. Initially, you're supposed to give the report about the 2 to 3 minutes about the plan, and then how you have completely managed the event. So if you could have included some pictures of the event, or because you were having this summer background, maybe that is not exactly suiting to this speech which you delivered. So I was a little bit distracted, but I was not able to exactly visualize the event in that. So that if you can add more visualization or some kind of presentation in between, it will be a really catchy for audience to understand. So that's what I want to say here. Thank you. Back to speech evaluator.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? Yeah, I also would recommend removing the virtual background, because some of the movements of your hands were lost, like even mine now. It's kind of, it gets weird with that virtual background. In general, it's a good idea when you're giving a speech not to have that. All right, if there are no other comments, then I am going to turn it back to you, Toastmaster NELISH. Thank you very much.
Thank you, DTM Sandy, for wonderful feedback. Let us move to our second speech evaluator, who is Toastmaster Hind Obaid. She will be evaluating Toastmaster Yusuf Naif. So I request Toastmaster Hind to proceed with her report.
Yes, thank you very much, General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests, especially to my target speaker, Toastmaster Yusuf. Let's begin with the king of ahs and ums. To start off, you had a wonderful, I think a wonderful introduction. It had many elements that gave it a strong introduction. First, it had a sense of humor, which is extremely favorable in speeches. Also, it foreshadowed the message or the structure of your speech somehow. So we knew from the beginning that you're going to talk about your struggle with the ahs and ums. And that gave a wonderful introduction to the topic. And then you moved on with the ease in visual and eye contact and your confidence to the camera when you spoke and presented your speech. So these are extremely good points. In addition to the clear message when you concluded your speech with the advice your mentor gave, that as much you give Toastmasters, it will give you back. So it was clear to all the listeners that what you want to say. Now let's give you, as a king, a few insights for giving a better speech in the future. So I would like to focus, and you asked me before the speech to focus on the voice modulation. And I saw that you gave a few good voice modulations, but for the following speeches, you might focus more on giving the emotions more visual, gestures, body language, and also voice modulation. For example, when you mentioned that you had a difficult experience breaking up with a person that you love, I wish to see more sadness, more, when you break up with someone, you need to be a little bit broken. And also, on the other hand, with the happy emotions, I wanted to see more emotions, because getting through and getting over a challenge is something that you have to be proud of. So you want to see this enthusiasm and happiness that you get over it with the help of someone. Also, the structure of your speech, for the second insight, the structure of your speech, we could try to make it more connected next time and more connected to the objectives of your speech. For example, your objectives were to show how mentoring change your life, for example. And you show that a few glimpse with your mentor, DTM Sandy, and your life coach. We want to see more how you were before and how you were after. So to give more power and to show it more. Finally, the utilizing of your stage. You stood up, you took even a step back when you started talking about something that happened in the past. I would have loved to see that you take, for example, to divide your stage for one story, then the following, and so on. So overall, you did a wonderful speech, and you are the king of ahs and ums by not using them. All the best of luck, and back to you. I guess now we open the 360 evaluation for any comments and feedback to Toastmaster Yusuf.
Can I say something, Toastmaster Hind?
Sure.
Yeah, it was a wonderful speech, like you said, and it was a great insight into how mentoring has really helped you, and you demonstrated that during your speech, not a single or So a wonderful job there. What I would have loved to see in your speech is a more powerful conclusion. I felt you abruptly ended your speech. So if there was a conclusion showing how a good mentor can bring about a change in you, that kind of a powerful conclusion would have made the speech really nice. Back to you, Hind.
Thank you, DTM Alka. So let's hear from other members.
FATMA ABDO is raising the hand.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yusuf, for this wonderful and very inspiring speech. I really was inspired by you. And one thing I would like, or actually two things I would like to add for my colleagues or fellow Toastmasters evaluation. The first point is using poses. Sometimes we use poses in our speeches. However, sometimes we are not using them properly. So we use poses in the proper time gives more power to our speeches. So please use them effectively in your speech. Know where are the areas that you can use the poses effectively. The second point is your body language. Sometimes we need to make control over our body language. Yes, we show energy, we show enthusiasm, we show even self-confidence. However, our body language, especially for those who can explain or know what exactly each body language means, will explain it in another way. So it shows sometimes that you are still nervous. That's why you need to control your body language. And that's all from my side. Wish you all the best in your future speeches. And over to you, Toastmaster Hind Abeid.
Thank you, DTM Fatma. So can we hear from other members? Yes, DTM Mahlouf. The floor is yours. Oh, okay. Yours, okay. Okay, that's good. Any additional feedback to give to Toastmasters Naif? Yusuf. Sorry.
Yeah, I have just one more point. Thank you, Toastmaster. So it was really wonderful and inspiring speech. I really liked it very, very much. And most important is the problem-solving approach was really, you utilized that approach and then delivered it very nicely. Only one suggestion. Mostly I saw you were there in the center of the screen most of the time. And because if you see both the speakers, you had a lot of space. Your camera was well, set up. So that was the only point. If you can utilize the left and right side based on the characters or based on your emotions, it would be a really amazing speech. That's the only small point. Thank you. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Hind.
Thank you, dear General Evaluator. So do we have further or additional comments or feedback, or should we wrap it up?
Just want to say I'm really proud of you, Yusuf. You went from super king of ahs and ums to you just did one so. I mean, mashallah. That's amazing.
Yes, that's true. So if there's no additional comments or feedback to Toastmaster Yusuf, then my evaluation ends, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hindobaid. It was a wonderful evaluation from your side. So let me move forward to our next evaluator, table topic evaluator, Dr. Mohammad Makloof. So I request DTM Dr. Mohammad Makloof to present his report.
Thank you, our General Evaluator, our Area Director, Toastmaster NELISH. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I will start evaluating our table topic master. Toastmaster Mary Moy, you did an amazing job. Great, well done. I appreciate always the Toastmasters, the master of table topics, when he gives the opportunity to others to speak. He just explains what is table topics and what he will do, then give the full time for the others to speak. And also he gives a few comments, a few words commenting on each speaker. Well done. And using a PowerPoint is a very good way to make it more interesting. The topics you choose is very good topics. Everybody related to our theme. So it was well done. And also only, I think, one quote, which I also like it very much, but it was a little bit long. If we are in a contest, it will be, some may consider it long, but I feel it was good, which is the topic given to DTM Sandy. Now let's move to our speakers. First, Toastmaster Yusuf. We are all proud of you today, Yusuf. You are the king of the meeting, not the king of ahs and ums. I love the way you are participating in this meeting. You are taking all your efforts to improve yourself. Only few pauses you gave, but it was amazing as impromptu. And also, I would appreciate if you can improve the conclusion you are giving. And in table topics, we are here also dealing it as a regular speech. So if you can give some body movements which can accommodate with the topic, that will be great. Ariju, please leave your mom alone. Try to find new topics, Arij. Challenge yourself. You are always speaking about either your mom or your cleaning addict. So, but I love the sense of humor you have. I love how you change the topic so personal to what your daily things. But again, when you are concluding, don't conclude, then remember thing again and reconclude again. When you are closing your speech, so fine, close and don't repeat again. That's what you did. You tried to close twice. DTM Alka, wow, what a speech. I loved it. Even I was surprised from the topic itself. It was, as you said, but you did a very good opening. The topic you relate to what we are seeing in COVID. Then you closed very nicely. Very nice speech. And I loved your smile in the speech. Our AD NELISH, you made it a little bit different. You start with a question. You relate the topic directly to our theme, which is very good. But please don't say thank you at the end of your table topic speech. Try directly to go for the table topic master. And lastly, Sandy, You are amazing. Starting with song, keep it personal, close, amazing. But in the conclusion, I need to feel that this is a conclusion with your vocal variety. You are the top. Thank you so much. And back to our general evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Makloof, for our excellent evaluation on to table topic session. So let us move to our next evaluator, Hark Master, DTM Alka Kumra. DTM Alka Kumra, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead and
we have to be ready.
Hark Master report.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator. Yes, is everyone ready?
Yes!
Great. So that was the first question. Is everyone ready? Okay. Going to testing your listening skills. Let me see how attentive you were. In her presidential address, what did DTM Wafa say? What is our blessing? Why are we blessed?
Air
So
conditioning.
you have me?
Air conditioning.
So the first rule of Hark Master's role is the person who I am talking about will not answer. Okay. So
Her blessing is that he has me, right?
Having
Because of air conditioning.
having jobs and family.
Correct, air conditioning, because we don't feel the heat.
Chocolate, Baba, chocolate, Baba.
Okay, I have only 2 to 3 minutes. Let me ask more questions. What did our Toastmaster of the day, with her lovely glasses, quote? Whose quote did she start with?
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah
Oprah
Winfrey.
Winfrey.
Correct.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Correct. And what did our timer Ola, what word did she use for Kuwait Advanced Toastmasters? How are we like?
Cat.
God, you all don't know, you are crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
Yes, we are all crazy. Okay,
Okay.
going on to our speakers. Which fruit is a favorite of Toastmaster Srinivas in summer?
Watermelon, which is why he
Correct.
The melon, oh yeah.
Got it,
That's
Sandy.
right.
Got it. Okay, who were his 2 team coordinators?
Morley Manohar
Morley, yeah.
and
Kazetan.
Correct. DTM Makloof, you did not listen carefully.
It was
Toastmaster Bridball, correct. DTM Kajetan is 1. Who's the second?
Raymond Pereira.
Raymond Pereira.
Correct. Okay. Going to our second speaker, Yusuf. The story happened in 2 dashes.
2012.
What is that dash? Hind, you will not
2012.
you are the evaluator. So what were the 2 dashes? What word did he say?
Stages.
No.
in 2 breaks.
Correct,
Yes.
Sandy. So what were those breaks?
Break up with his girlfriend
breakthrough.
and a breakthrough in his
Yes.
ability to stop.
Correct. Well done.
Yes.
Well done. Okay. Coming to our table topic session. Our Arijo, in how many days she changes her bed sheet?
Every 2 days.
Days. Every 2 days.
Correct.
Man.
Sandy, which subject she wants to use to give shine to people?
Psychology.
Well done, Yusuf. Bang on. Okay. Coming to our evaluators. Our general evaluator.
Time is up.
Evaluator. Where?
Oh.
I can't see the red light. Okay. Okay. 2 more questions. Ola, please give me some more grace period.
VP education.
1 more minute, Ola, please.
Already 4 minutes.
I love you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, finish the
Toastmaster, you know?
Okay, let me ask General Evaluator. What did he start in the evaluation session? What did he say? What is life?
What is
Oh my
life?
God.
Life is a learning experience.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Speech evaluation. Sandy, in the objectives, while reading out the objectives, which project did she say Srinivas was doing?
HPL.
No, what is the project name? What is the project name?
Management something.
Yes, you are right. Manage project successfully.
Yes.
And what was the commendation she gave to Srinivas for? There was one point.
His pronunciation. His pronunciation.
Enunciation. Correct.
Pronunciation, yes.
Okay, and Toastmaster Hind, what was the suggestion during 360 evaluation for
Time's
Srinivas?
up.
Why are you my enemy? Okay. Okay. What was the suggestion she gave during 360 evaluation?
Who?
The technical aspect. Hind, I said Hind. Okay,
Hind,
forget it.
Hind.
Now the last question. Now the last question. This is just.
You're so tough, by the way. Your questions are so tough.
Yeah. One last question.
This is not Alka. This is not Kumar.
Because I want to clarify our meeting days. What are our meeting days that the president said?
Second and fourth.
Third Monday.
Second and fourth Mondays.
Fourth Monday.
Yes, because she's also a LOL member. By mistake, she said third Monday. But actually, our meetings are on second and fourth Mondays.
Second and fourth one.
Second Monday is the workshop meeting, and fourth Monday is the regular meeting. Back to you, General Evaluator. Sorry for taking up more time.
Thank you, DTM Alka, for such an exciting session. So let us move towards my report, which will be, I think, a little more critical on different evaluators. So let me start my report because I have less.
Before you start, TM NELISH, just note that you have 3 to 5 minutes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Timer. So let me start with the first evaluator, a speech evaluator, DTM Sandy Stein. She gave very nice evaluation for Toastmaster Srinivas. She was encouraging the speaker and she used a lot of positive observations she has commented on. And then she gave many recommendations regarding the stage movements, facial interactions, many observations also she has recommended with the examples also how he can improve in his speech. And conclusion also was there, but it was little short. So my evaluation on DTM Sandy was if you can improve the conclusion part, because it was only talking about the positive part of the speaker, not about the recommendation. So it should include both the parts, the conclusion. So that is the only observation for your side. Let me move ahead for the second speech evaluator, Toastmaster Hind. It was really wonderful evaluation for Toastmaster Yusuf. You have encouraged the speaker with many positive observation, and there are many recommendations. I think it's a tons of recommendation. Maybe I don't know how our speaker have noted many of them because I was not able to note down voice modulation, body language, emotions, and then you have given examples also for each recommendation. Means there were, I think I felt that it was too much actually. Maybe you can go 2 to 3 recommendation and just elaborate more on that. That will be more better. Not to give so many like 5 to 7 points and then it will be roaming around only. And then you talk about very less about the positive part of the speaker. So that was one part. And the conclusion also is just one line of conclusion you gave. So that was really very short. So just one line that was also positive comment. So it was really very short. Maybe because of the time we didn't get to make a long conclusion. So that was my observation for Toastmaster Hind. Let us move to a third evaluator, table topic evaluator, Dr. Makhlouf. I think everything was fine. I didn't find any issue. You did a very, very good job by taking positive and the improvement side of each speakers and with the examples and very key points. Mostly conclusion should not be repeated. You should not say thank you, and then encouraging the speakers by giving the other metaphors like king of the meeting instead of king of the urn. So that was a very nice usage of words which I observed. So really appreciate that, and I didn't find any area of improvement for you. So it was really good, great work by DTM Dr. Maklu. Let us move to the next evaluator, our Hark Master. Madam, the session was really amazing, and I really admire your listening skill, because not mine, your listening skill. How come you have noticed so much key points and then you frame that questions? Means it is really difficult to listen to each speech and then frame a questions and then make it ready. So really, it's maybe it's really adorable that you have that skills. Maybe we all need to do that, because I was not able to answer maybe 50% of the questions. It means that I'm not that much attentive. So yeah, I really liked that session, and you were really very much managed well. Everybody was engaged, participating, answering. So that was a good part of this particular special session, which is only available in the CAT. So that is, I think everybody should leverage from this club. Only thing I have observed is about the timings, because timing was less and you had more questions. Maybe you could have prioritized the questions based on their difficulties or levels. That could be maybe for the next time, or maybe you can raise a motion in the next meeting to increase the timing for this particular session, maybe by one more extra minute. Maybe that will be, because I saw all the people were involved. So that's what we are looking for in the Toastmaster, that everybody should get involved and then respond to the speakers. And that is part of interaction, what we do always. So maybe we should increase 1 minute. That was my suggestion. So overall, the meeting was wonderful. I really enjoyed the meeting. I have 2 observations apart from this. My role is that there was a change in agenda was adopted in between. But I think the meeting started, the surgeon and arms were not present, because I saw the surgeon arm name was different, and then DTM Wafa started the meeting. So I think this change was not adopted. So that's what I observed. And one more thing is that the quorum looks to be less, in my opinion, because it's only 13 now. So maybe the XCOM should work more to get because most of the people were speaker and then evaluators like that. So they were there in the meeting. So if we can do further more marketing and get the XCOM work more on that, and should be fine from next time. So that's it from my side. It was a wonderful meeting. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster of the day. Maybe timer can give the report. I didn't ask.
General Evaluator, for these wonderful constructive feedback points, and as well as the very comprehensive report about all the evaluators and role players for tonight. Thank you so much for having you with us today in this very exciting meeting. Looking forward to having you again in the future, inshallah, and to be a member in Kuwait Advanced Toastmasters Club as well. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I really enjoyed the meeting to the maximum. Did you? Okay, before I leave the stage, I would like to give you the one reason why do I like summer season. Actually, summer it's the fruit season, because you can have many kinds of fruit and enjoy eating them, especially those juicy ones like watermelon. Second, you can go to resorts and you can go swimming in the sea. So this is also one of the hobbies that many of you have. Third, you can also enjoy your day. You can do many things because the day is very long. Fourth, if you feel hot, you can stay in the AC or air-conditioned places. So this is one of the solutions. But if you feel cold, you have to stick to be in the bed all the time and to cover yourself. And that means for me that you are lazy. You have no time to do anything. That's why I love summer, because I'm very energetic. One more thing that many people love is eating ice cream and drinking cold drinks. That's why I love summer. For those who don't like summer, please mute yourself. For those who love summer, I will ask you, if you love summer, say yay.
Yay!
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 So I can do without this severe heat, but you know.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the day, listen to music, and tomorrow you can go, or by the end of the week, at the weekend, you can go to the beach. Thank you so much, and over to you, our dear President, Titia Mofaselma.
Let's give her a big round of new applause. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for giving us that feel of summer. Though we are in the AC here, but we felt that we are on the beach. Thank you very much for making the whole meeting fun. All of us enjoyed. Thanks for all the role players. You did an amazing job. Each one of you deserves a clap. Now let's hear from our guests. We'll start by our area director. Just you evaluated us. Now I want to give me about your emotions. Did you enjoy or not? Forget about the critical evaluation.
Yay! I really enjoyed this summer too by DTM Fatma. It was really amazing team, and she has brought so much of energy in the meeting that everybody felt that, okay, let's pack the bag and let's move out and do something crazy, which we never did. We're just sitting inside and watching TV. So yes, that's a very good emoji.
Exactly,
so
that's crazy.
And thankful to DTM Alka madam that she invited me and asked for the role. So really appreciate the initiative by VP Education. So it was really very nice meeting and a good learning experience for myself also, that how Toastmaster can be different and also fun, you know. So that's what the part is. Not like following the regular methods, but still not enjoying it. So it's really great to be part of this meeting. Thank you, and back to President.
Thank you very much, Area Director NELISH. We enjoyed your presence and we enjoyed your critical evaluation. Notes has been taken and we will work on them. Now, we don't have any more guests, right?
She left.
She left, Petra. Okay, so by that, I want to thank you for the meeting. I will end the meeting, the official meeting, and then we will open the business session after that. Because I want to make for the business session different recording. The meeting for regular meeting is adjourned. Thank you.